cock, I fat fingered the fucking start stream button before I did the bloody thing. Give me a moment. There we go. Anyway, welcome to KSP. I was just trying to figure out what I'd be playing instead of Stellaris today, so I decided we're going to start doing some KSP instead. What's the objective of? Shut up, I've played this game for a good few hours now. 69. Nice. The objective of this ship? Up. There it is. I can remember the bloody button to use symmetry mode. It's X. It's Elon Musk's site. The fuck? What's going on with this? Oh, I see. It's too wide. That's better. Actually, no, let's change that end. Because that's going to be awful at some point. It looks slightly less awful now. Oh, if it wasn't for this stupid red border, I'd be able to bloody... There we go, that works. Okay, then firstly, the observed mystery goo on the thing. Fascinating. Now then, fly. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I want your love. Let's see if we can get this to land in the water. Looks like we will be able to. Down we go! I love the fact you can just spin this thing at breakneck speed for fun. On mate. They probably turn the music actually now I think about it. Oh, the music is on. Oops. Right. Basic rocketry. Strump. Rockets together strunk. Okay, we're going to do this play this time. Just like these stronger rockets. Now I'm going to do a liquid fuel tank on top just so I can get practice up a bit. Yeah, practice going. Do a couple of just carrying less weight when we land. I know what I'm doing. Yes. Right. Nice. Oh, you cheeky little bastard. I nearly buggered it up. Okay then. Don't need to worry about anything. Go. We're still going. Dun, 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 dun. What should the music be playing? I don't fucking know. All I know is that there's just a load of flipping lack of noise going on at the moment, so I'd better get some form of music playing. Oh, Bit's going to join us. Going to work? Hell. No, it's not going to work. Why is it not? Yeah, it's not working. Let's just go to the folder. Forgetting that's an option. Have we just exploded? Oh, the thruster just landed. Somehow I managed to get jump scared by the same track twice. Right, let's see. Media player, there we go. Oh, are you kidding me? Media player, play you. Not gonna work then? I rarely ever use this bloody thing, so I have no clue. We landed yet? No, we haven't. About to land though. What? Going to go into a new track? No. For fuck's sake, media player, just play them all!
He said it's unfortunately you didn't just continue your old save file, to be honest.
I didn't want to. Simply because I know I'm going to be rusty as old balls since I haven't played this game at once in a little while. Right. 44 science. Yields of money. Ability, don't give a crap about that. Busters on the other hand. More science. Take more of that. Wonder if you get into orbit this time. Probably not. Good to hope, though.
He said if only there wasn't like some dumbass stream program thing that doesn't even work probably, to just have it use stream chat instead.
Oh shoot, we want to take a fucking borrowed bloody thing.
He said or is Discord better for you Keith? I just thought it'd be good for the bot to have chat visible.
I prefer to have the Discord thing, that's how I use it. Just because then we've got the audio being played onto the stream. Whilst I'm trying to sort out the fucking music, I don't have to worry about reading the bloody thing, I can just hear it bloody spoken out. Why the fuck do I have a artist thing on Media Player called 4chan stuff? I've never downloaded anything from 4chan. And why is the frame rate down the shit all of a sudden? The fuck? Oh. Oh. Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
He said I'll probably be off to bed long before you get to the moon, unfortunately. So I shan't be here to offer any design advice or navigations.
Go, try again now.
He said I can't tell, ironically the frames are fine on stream.
It died on game for a few seconds. There it is.
He said Cuffed jump scare.
Sorry. Doing now. Oh, 10. What have you lot got to say? Not much. Anything new here? Oh, hello. Hello, Def. How are you today? It will never not make me chuckle the fact that you can just make the components just detach. Yes, the next flight's going to be us attempting to get into orbit. Of course, I will need a lot more fuel. Yeah, I've just started ignoring the concurrent viewers thing because during the Dark Souls streams we can gain like 40 viewers during the streams and it's most likely all just been bots, so I've just stopped paying attention to it. If the game had any sense of humour and was paying attention to the music, it would have caused then to just randomly explode. Oh yes, it's using all of the bloody sound effects as well. Well, I better get a bloody thing on. What's it? Fuck it, Darktide. We're going to listen to Darktide music. Assuming I can find the bloody album, of course.
E, said late reply but, Cuphead sound effects.
No, that was an Unreal Cuphead. An Unreal Cuphead sound effect? No, an Unreal Tournament sound effect. How the fuck do you use this stupid fucking application?
E, said neat, like I said I'm gonna install that SourcePort one of these days.
There it goes. Oh, don't tell me it only did one
E,
bloody
said
thing.
already got it downloaded, just have to install the patch.
Whee! We're going fast. Going real fast.
E, said Unreal Tournament 2004.
Oh dear, please don't cause my experiments to explode. I need the research from them. Okay, good. Oh, something just... Okay, I thought a pot of our bloody ending pod exploded then. No.
He said I stopped my KSP playthrough since I didn't have any motivation to continue it. Maybe when I'm not busy I'll try doing a video, finally have some reason to.
Cool.
He said also since Discord streaming is quirked up, I was almost considering recording some nuclear option earlier.
Oh, interesting. Excuse my what? I'm gonna turn your guts inside out, Jebediah. I love the fact they actually managed to model in the gyroscopic physics. I have not modded this game at all, that's just vanilla.
He said I think it was some button, like the comma and period key.
Yeah, we're gonna go for that because I want to get a larger thing going this time. I think I will have to upgrade the launch pad. But hey, we'll find out. No, we didn't want that. Also want more fuel. These, I think. Going to pop these on here as well, just so they are less in the plasma stream. Is it obvious I've watched Martin Sinterpantz's KSP series again recently, and by that I mean a few hours ago. Otherwise I would have said it's fiction. It's not fiction. Two of those will do. Not for fuel though. Also, I told the lie we aren't going to go for thing just yet, orbit. Do that next thing. nearly got me again, game. Funny. Except you're not, you're just a cock. Okay, let's do one of these right here first. Then we recover it. Having not wasted any fuel. Let's see if we can get some. You want me to get a fucking hammer with a fellow rocket booster into near orbit? Are you off of your head, sir? If I had more control over where I was going, I would happily do that. Actually, no, we don't need to upgrade it just yet. No, it's some Dark Tide. Good. Dark Tide music. Bit more appropriate than bloody Vermintide. Purely because it's safe only.
He said, oh, I didn't know you had.
I forget, how many turns can these two store? Is it one each? Okay, yeah. Oh, God! I fingered the space bar by mistake! Oopsie! Oh well, we'll see if this is able to bloody stay fucking the right way round. Oh, for God's sake, I hate the way the bloody stages are done.
He said here honestly, even as somebody good at the game, the contracts are easily like the weakest part of campaign, it's just so monotonous.
Yeah, nevertheless, that's one of the only ways I can really make any money until we get gold. Processing, mining, whatever. Then you just bloody park like 15 blooming rovers down at the starting area. They just flipping send them off. Have at it, lads. Start mining and producing. Free money for me. Unless I've never actually gotten to that point. Oh yes, I forgot. I was supposed to give my bloody monitor a wipe earlier. All these noises, I'm just wiping my monitor. Clean it up. Lightly. Over. Oh, I've got one right there. I mean, it's coffee stained, but it works.
He said that is remarkable.
Perfect timing because I'm halfway done cleaning, so until we start launching again. Hopefully this time not wasting loads of money on something that doesn't even bloody work. On the plus side, we have more research now. I want better rockets. More aviation for the sake of safer landing.
He said I'm not sure if it's the music, or you saying that you played the space game by doing Minecraft and looking for diamonds, but my blood pressure is absolutely not surviving this.
What? I had to check if what Discord was reading out was correct.
He said getting the better wings is good, I agree.
Well, too late now.
He said like, for steering control. He said I always hated how the new Reliant model looked, specifically the dumb little lip on the bottom.
Oh yes, Reliant engine.
He said the engine plumbing looks nice, but the nozzle is turbo cringe.
Yeah, it does look stupid, doesn't it? Which is the better thing for the Reliant one though, because it's got a better thing. One just above.
He said yeah, the swivel has the regular looking engine bell end.
Not support unable to launch. Oh no. We need to upgrade. Oh no. I don't know why I started talking like I've got adenoids. Oh, cock. Give me money!
He said one has better, specific impulse in atmosphere, and the other in vacuum.
It's not enough money! Another! That's enough, but I also need money to actually launch the damn thing. There we go, that should be enough. Now it should be too heavy. Craft is too large for launch pad. It's just the slightest bit too tall. Fuck. Okay, then we'll say goodbye to the nose cone and just do side-by-side ones then. Or should still be too tall.
He said sexy rock tree. Okay, look, that's the last time I'm bringing it up this stream, okay.
This burns, we use a little thing there.
Said, well, you could just make the silly tower a bit shorter.
Like that, Vert. No, we'll spin it around quickly.
Said, actually wait, why do you have 2 science containers?
Because I thought they both had 1 storage each. But yes, good point. I'd get rid of that one. Okay, now we look. Fuck you!
Said, sometimes when I'm an absolute psycho I'll bring 2 science juniors or orbit early game, but never 2 containers.
Didn't have money.
Said, actually ironically enough, unless it's in atmosphere, I almost never bring more than 1 materials bay. I just train my scientist and then do 2 Kerbal missions so I can just free region field.
Oh, that's convenient.
Said, plus you can download science from modules remotely with the container too, so you only have to either to refill them later on.
Okay, test that quickly. Hey, people who are watching this stream, can you put an A in the chat or something like that to show me that you're actually real? There we go. Free money!
Said, a wacky min-max strategy. You know how science only gives 80% the first time you return it. But the capsule can't store duplicate experiments.
Oh, they fucking hate me. Go on, quickly launch a tiny little ship. With the decoupler.
Said, well, you can carry 2 of the same experiment if you put 1 in the container, and 1 inside the crew module by picking it up in Eva and then entering the crew module. Said, so you can get like 95% of the science on just 1 trip by doing the experiment twice.
What is the microphone picking up? Is it picking up my fucking...
Said, that's also why scientists are goat.
Please tell me this isn't my bloody coupler. Okay, yeah.
E said picking up what? Also funny airplane.
Oh, Len's insisting we go downward. Okay, this isn't me now. My hands are off the desk. Okay, there we go.
E said also a certified psycho move. I like to set my parachutes to like 400 meters, or if it's a really thick return stage I'll go for closer to 500 or 600.
Why? Because you find it slightly asinine for how bloody long it takes for the blooming thing to land.
E said SAS might be on. E said yeah, but also like speedrun.
At no point would I have ever thought you'd up and use the speed one term. Because fun fact, I once suggested that we try to a and it declined. Right. What? I test. What? But I tested.
E said and it's satisfying to math out the correct drop shoot and main shoot deploy altitudes.
Oh, thank you for making me waste my fucking third flight. I was pushed down. Why was the option to fucking test not there? The
E
TD-12.
said rocket disconnect.
Obviously, yeah, I think I'm going to take a leap out of your book. Not 3,000, 300.
E said might have to be a test in the park dialogue, either that or you're not in the ocean. E said I didn't know this was a contract, I just thought you were doing some science chicanery.
Yeah, I'm going to do plain stuff next just for the sake of making money. Fuck! God damn it! We're getting rid of the wings. I thought they were going to help me flipping glide onto the surface of the water. But to that, get rid of the wings.
E said oh and maybe deploy it at like closer to 400 because you're gonna explode at Mach 1. Set year 400 is for an unladen capsule, not a lawn dart.
It would be great if I could just make, yeah, I can make it just fall over and then just launch into the water. Actually, why do I have that? Oh, sorry.
You said you watched Martin Cinderpants Kerbal, but you forgot the most important lesson, aerodynamic stability.
Yes, I did. I only watched this two in second and third one. Little bit of the fourth. Oh dear! Oh fuck it, I can't be honest with this bloody quest again. We're cancelling it, we're going on to something else. We'll take the flea rocket booster. We'll use a liquid fuel to have perfect control over it. Its speed.
Said here I usually ignore test missions unless they are like feasible.
Quite high, going at a very small speed. Right. That should be sufficient, I think.
He said ironically, tourism or rescue missions are like absolutely my bread and butter. Since once I get a decent throwaway orbiter I can just use them for taxi service.
Alas, I don't have any storage in crew capacity, unless I just bolt free bloody...
He said I like the satellite missions, and of course there's the space station construction contract. Said well I did actually Mythbusters that, one of the last things I did before I stopped my old playthrough last year.
How did it go?
He said and stacking 2 capsules on top of each other actually does seem to fly and return satisfactory.
To have enough thing? Make sure we have enough incorrect speed now. Oh. Go. And now we can just flip and force ourselves to go right down.
said it went good. It's basically like one capsule, just heavier and a bit more top heavy, so you have to account for that in your lander designs if you do make one.
Might that have been a mistake? Maybe.
E said however 2 capsules stacked are aerodynamically sound, provided there's no other parts connected besides a parachute and heat shield.
Say, are the
E
drone
said to return
things
to
any
landing
good?
I mean.
The drone thing's acceptable. Because if they are, I'd probably just use one of those at the very top for doing it. Oh, there goes the flea rocket. Whee! Are we going faster than it, or is it? What the? Okay then. The fuck happened to its physics? And how did we overtake it when we are going at 150 meters per second?
Yeah, they are good for slowing down smelly big fat landers at high altitude and interplanetary speeds so you don't meteor impact into the ground.
No, drone. Robot cockpits. Oh boy. Fuck! Grand, I need to do that again.
E said the rocket booster doesn't really weigh much when it's empty of fuel.
Yeah, this time I'm going to try and aim for the bloody water. I forgot it takes into account above water, not ground. Actually, let's do 600. Just no,
E
not
said so
50.
it's basically just a big hydrac tin can, while the capsule is full of shit like heat shields and a green guy and computers and reaction wheels. E said oh you mean the probes?
Yeah,
They,
probes.
okay,
Sorry.
I don't really use them at all really for science missions. I use them for like RC controlled orbital tugs, and satellites, and like remotely.
Fair enough. Can the tourists launch the thing, or do you need to have a pilot for it to launch?
E said yeah, that's always been an issue with vanilla KSP is that probes unlock later than crewed flight, and also the probe transmit penalty is so bad they are just not even worth using for science.
Remembering I actually pay attention to those things.
said well, early game probes don't have pilot assist unlocked, so I usually have one pilot and then the rest passenger. However, I could theoretically make a drone passenger craft, I just always used.
I suppose I think there we go. Enough. There we
Said
go.
I'm gonna time how long it takes for this to stream delay.
Let's piss away the rest of this fuel. And
Said okay, 20 seconds, that's not awful.
very soon that's by my choice.
Said it felt like it was definitely about 30 seconds.
You know, it's insane. I'm fine with the bloody delays. Well, I guess I just realised I forgot to bloody stop recording. Wasting bloody storage space, key.
Said one of the few things Twitch actually made a competent technical achievement on, was that they kinda fixed latency problems so that the video actually comes across at the rate of your. Said a shame that they spent it all on unsustainable self-inflicted business blunders.
Indeed. Oh, Christ. Wretch.
Said also none of those words are misspelled, I guess it just doesn't know how to say.
Yeah, the TTS is really shit at pronouncing certain things, which I find is absolutely comical. Oh, it was picking up the bloody on the desk. I don't know why the microphone kept on peaking. Like anything?
Said here it somehow messes up even on pretty basic words, like it's less reliable than the 2000s Microsoft SAM type shit.
Half tempted to try and find a piece of software or add-on for Discord just to have a better bloody TTS thing.
Said something on the desk.
No, I was bloody knocking the desk when I was flipping, bringing my knee out of side for some reason. And it was picking up the bloody noise the desk was making. It also is very good at picking up all the bloody squeaks of my fucking chair.
E said, yeah, I'm surprised they don't just have an API hook.
You know what, that reminds me, I'm going to look up a proper TTS Discord add-on quickly whilst I'm... Oh, it's loaded now, but... There we go, we're in the money! We're in the money!
E said, I hit my knee on my desk all the time, but not because of my knee, it's actually because there's an annoying crossbeam that comes down below the regular height of my desktop, so I always...
That sounds annoying. Wait, what the fuck? This isn't what I had. Okay, that's better. Bloody giving me a heart attack again, you twat. We launch. Yay. Time to go to space, I think, yes indeed. Going to orbit the planet we call Eden.
E said, also Discord TTS dies for literally zero reason halfway through a sentence. Again, that's like a glaring design mistake.
Yeah, that's one annoying thing I found. Oh god, I've got this bloody angled wrong. Ah, fucking who cares? Sure, it'll be fine. I'll tell you what isn't fine. The speed we are going at currently. Oh dear. I should have gone for one less bloody liquid fuel. Oh, for no, I don't think we need those. Okay, that was correct. And launch. So much better. What the fuck? No, stop! Is it speeding up? I can't tell. No, stop turning! Okay, clearly somebody aerodynamics is necessary. We'll just do small
He
ones.
said the Reliant doesn't have vector thrust. He said that's the trade-off. It has higher first stage ISP and better thrust to weight, but it doesn't have closed cycle combustion and thrust vectoring.
Again, yeah, I can't get over the
He
fucking red light.
said also maybe your capsule ran out electric charge for the gyroscopes.
Right.
He said cause it was constantly fighting the rotation until it ran out.
If it runs out of power again, I'll bolt some bloody batteries to the sides. I've been to the danger zone. I've been to the danger zone.
He said the swivel is heavier but has the better steering and fuel efficiency.
Good, now we're going mad. Your bloody rocket engine just goes flying in that direction.
He said I'm kind of surprised the booster doesn't have any issues with this. He said using the single big booster reminds me of doing like 2-stage satellite launches late game by just using the, I think it was the pillars.
Is that a stupidly
He
large bloody
said the bloody
thruster?
tall booster, with trimmed thrust as the only first stage motor.
Okay, yeah, I should have gone. I should have added another heavy thruster.
He said always looked really funny because it was long thin body with fins and just a little fairing on the end. He said yeah, it's the one that's like a 1.5 meter but it's like 20 meters long.
Okay, yeah, the Terrier needed more, or the swivel needed more fuel, I think. Well, let's see if we can get some more research at least. Really. Size more height. Well, we'll see just how far we can get it. And that's it. Yeah, let's try this flight again. And this time just focus on going directly up straight away. Worry about that once we have the swivel out of that quarter fuel left. Going sideways, I think.
He said how I do have one picture of it, but it's at night unfortunately, there.
Looks fine to me. If anything, it reminds me of one of those old rockets you'd find on one of those old Soviet rocket trucks from World War II.
He said really tiny like 500 kilogram satellites put right into orbit by just a super long burn booster.
I would show off the picture, but that would take me ages to try and figure out fucking OBS's pictures again. Acceptable. I know so much about what I am doing. Ooh, a delicious amount of
He said when I was messing with that new engine effects mod last year I did make another silly SSTO, using the high altitude jet engines and intakes.
What's an SSTO again? Like just a satellite launcher or something. Okay, yeah, we
Said
don't
and
have
then
enough
an efficient
fuel.
rocket engine to push it the rest of the way into orbit. It's only small payload though,
Oh.
not that useful, just cool.
It's just an F-35 with the tail wings on the wings.
Said very up. SR-71 Blackbird. Said single stage to orbit. Basically no detaching parts, just one engine or engines all the way to orbit.
It suddenly dawned on me, I should probably have these things separate onto a separate bloody parachute. That way, or at least if we lose the pilots, we still keep the science. And it makes it a bit easier for me to cover the crew thing because it's just less
Said.
stuff. Wait.
Said when you unlock a fuel crossfit and decouplers, I should at some point tell you about the magic of artichokes.
What? Oh dear. Oh well, it's fine, we didn't lose anything.
Said as you know I love making silly Soyuz rockets with like 8 artichoke, or onion, staged liquid boosters.
Mind what that term means again? Artichoke and onion? They just mean layered.
Said oh also people call it asparagus staging too. Said warm capsule.
Smoking! I am not stopping streaming until I have managed to get 2 vessels into bloody orbit next to each other. That is my promise. And I don't care if I end up having to bloody eat into my sodding vintage stories time or bloody stream fucking the fuck. Just found a massive bloody gash in my bloody desk. I don't remember. Oh, it was probably from when I bloody smacked my bloody head on.
Said it means like the boosters peel off in pairs or quads and they are usually rotationally symmetrical and fractal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't care if I end up eating into bloody raft time later. In order to get this and get further in terms of total progress with this game.
Said good luck with Rendezvous, hopefully you remember a single crumb of any of the crap you learned months ago in terms of navigation.
Honestly, all I can probably remember is keep them in line and make sure that you actually launch at the correct intercept window. Fuck. Oh, this one's just merging into it. Where the bloody texture went then. Okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
said specifically fuel crossfit is like important part of that type of staging because it's like, the fuel basically lifts itself and you only drop engines so that he said it's a little hard to explain in layman's terms, but basically it like hyper-optimizes the thrust-to-weight ratio across staging.
Right, I think this time we're going to see if I can get away with having two of the rocket boosters. Might actually also be an
Said by
idea.
exploiting like diminishing returns and shit because it ensures you don't end up carrying around empty tanks and engines as much.
How much food do we get away with now?
He said the reason it's not as common in real life is because it's slightly more expensive to constantly be throwing away liquid boosters. He said and also because it requires slightly more complicated fuel plumbing to make them work.
Suffering a tiny bit of drag, but who cares? How much is one of these rocket boosters again? They're 1,000. Yeah, we're gonna mount a singular thing here. Is it too heavy now? Oh, you bah!
He said kinda like the Russian version of the space shuttle, which has an actual engine on the fuel tank part unlike the US one.
Didn't even know that the Russians had a equivalent to the space shuttle. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to bloody check if we have any new researches we can do. Need to do that.
Said another way to put it is, it's sort of like every stage of your rocket starting with the advantage of having the thrust-to-weight ratio of a first stage.
Let's see how well or poorly this goes.
He said because all of its engines are always firing. He said relative to gravity.
Am I going to need a stronger bloody thing for parachutes just for safety? Will this be enough to get us to suborbital space flight? Probably. Because it's a fucking light bastard.
He said it gives you great constant acceleration rate through your whole entire ascent profile, and also squeezes a bit better range performance out of liquid fuel.
Oh, fuck it. Really? The game didn't put her in.
He said I sort of do a fake kind of onion staging with boosters sometimes by having 4 boosters of the same type, but 2 of them are set to basically half thrust.
Get in.
E said so the first boosters burning at 100% thrust fall off first, and then the second ones burn out half as fast and fall off twice as later.
Until I can. Wait, what the fuck? No, no, no!
E said so you lose less speed at the dense part of the atmosphere, and still have more thrust from the boosters at the high altitude.
I've got to fucking... I forgot to turn on the bloody course corrector. Oh! Gosh dang it. Forget something every time. We're going to go straight now. Yes, the leftists are going to murder us.
E said also onion staging is just stylish as fuck.
I've already fucking forgotten what suborbital looks like. Well, safe to say we're definitely going to reach it.
E said are you leveling up astronauts now?
No, I'm just trying to get more money.
E said I didn't exactly follow why you had that cabin now. E said also yeah, the tiny fins aren't great.
Here we go. Mission accomplished.
E said you should try putting one fin on the top stage and then more fins on the bottom of the booster. E said oh, okay, I thought maybe you were getting 1 star on Bob and Jim. E said Bill.
Oh, well, I'm a science guy. I swear you'd better give us a good amount of fucking money. Oh, fucking hell, we've got a table and everything. Hey, Captain, can I get some coffee in here?
E said remember when I made that utterly cursed space plane without any facility upgrades? Just using the level 1 assembly building and level 1 launch pad.
No, I do not. Oh dear. Oh no. Parachutes deployed, please. Oh no, it's too hot. Oh, for fuck's sake!
E said.
Hello, Sebo61. As you can see, it's going very well. You think?
E said.
I haven't tried to do a Falcon 9 challenge, I can barely get into orbit. I don't think I have, no.
He said.
Okay. Oh, fuck me. Why? Oh yeah, because I put fucking wings. Because I put fucking wings on it. It's front fucking more aerodynamically now. Though,
Said Carrot. Ironically, it's not the ascent that is hard, it's the landing, because the crappy little wings on this thing gives the glide profile of a goddamn brick.
that thing looks hilarious. I'm not even kidding, that thing looks hilariously adorable.
Said so the return trajectory has to be perfectly on target or you will miss the runway and slam into a mountain.
Ah, I see. Oh, I can bloody just drag the picture into ABS. That's what Vid showed me. That's cool. Oh, I just realised I closed the bloody music player at some point. Whoopsie. Okay, can the parachutes deploy, please? Deploy, deploy, deploy! Oh, for sake. the drawing board. Okay, let's try and go at an angle this time. Go into an angle of the sea. Bobbing along, bobbing along. Hey.
Said yeah, that's one example of what drop shoots are useful for. He said you don't need the fins on the top usually. He said actually this might sound insane but hear me out, it might fly better with the airplane body in front of the capsule.
What?
He said because that airplane cabin I think actually weighs less, also it doesn't have a heat shield.
Oh yeah, good point, I should have added a bloody heat shield.
He said the center of mass might unironically be better with it on top, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. What's the red purple triangle again, Vid? I forget.
He said well I mean put a nose cone on the top if you happen to have the 1 meter ones, but in terms of re-entry I think having the capsule on the bottom as a sort of counterweight might actually fly. He said because that airplane body makes a lot of lateral drag. He said and it's mostly hollow. He said it's anti-normal, which is space terms for like, up, relative to the solar plane.
Okay, yeah, I think it's going to be the exact same as it was before. Okay, then we're going to get rid of the fucking wings and do what Vid suggested.
He said the two green ones that you know are the prograde and retrograde, which is like forwards and backwards relative to your orbital arc.
Also, you know, we're going to use less. We're going to use. Well, because we went
He
way.
said the two blue circle ones are like, actually I forget what they're called, radial I think. And they're like, in and out, relative to the orbit.
Okay, this
He
should
said
work.
radial is like up and down relative to the ground. E said, and then the pink one is sort of left and right, but orbits are rotated 90 degrees on their side, so you can basically think of them as E said up and down relative to the space map, more or less.
Dang it. And then again. I can test how high it's going to go. 40,000.
E said the pink ones are good for when you need to do orbital plane changes, such as polar orbiting, or going to Minmus because its orbit isn't straight.
No. No. Okay, well that's good. Quickly and then bloody put her in. But first I need to go to the toilet. Excuse me for a moment. Bad. Sorry about that. Hagrid, what are you doing?
E said, oh yeah, when you get back, make sure to move the parachutes so they're actually like, near the top.
Does it matter where they are?
E said otherwise the entire thing might spin out when the parachutes fully open.
That was just the game screaming at me to do exactly what Vid said. What the fuck? Why is this not... Well, that's fucking annoying. Why is it the wrong way around?
E
No.
said there's a tip for the parachutes.
That was my fault. I
E
fucking
said, well, the parachute rope is attached to the part that it's on.
bloody... No, that was my fault. I fat fingered the up key.
E said, so like, yeah. It helps if the pivot point. E said is above the center of mass.
What? Oh, why did the fuck? The parachute's deployed the wrong time. this again! Okay, didn't have enough power. Goody, 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 goody.
He said theoretically the parachute auto-deployment works fine, but I'm also a paranoid fuck, so.
No, I don't think we're going to. Please just fucking launch this time!
He said I usually manually put my drog and my main shoots into different stages.
Oh, god fucking damn it, the bloody music didn't start playing. Bloody fucking music playing for ages, and I didn't just notice it wasn't playing on the bloody screen. No, you two go together. There we go. Whee!
He said I don't know, I think it used to sometimes screw up and auto-deploy with too low atmospheric pressure. He said but maybe that's problem been fixed at some point.
No, I should have done, I just realised I should have put a second
said well the issue with yours was you pressed
fuel.
stage while you were going up instead of down.
And those bloody secondary things. You know, those flipping side rockets? I should have done that. That way we could have just fucking hit the brakes. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. Next week, Herman, you going to be happy with how high we've gone? Yes, you are. Huzzah!
He said oh yeah, a slow down rocket.
Would also be a good chance for me to practice for the landing landers also, now that I think about it. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm talking nonsense, as always. Okay, good, we're slowing down.
He said maybe this time you should try making a bit of a shorter wider moon lander.
say that as if I will have a choice in how wide it
Said
is.
not only does it look less silly than the tall ones, but it also makes landing a lot easier too.
You say that as if I'm going to have a choice of materials. I've got one bloody item with which I can choose. Unless, of course, I can in fact make the cockpit wider. Seriously doubt it, but hey.
Said I used to like using the 3M pod for the landers, or the classic tuna can of course.
We did it.
Said but actually lately I kind of grew fond of the other one.
They'll literally be the exact same, I think.
Said I still make some tin can landers, particularly the newer variant that makes it into the square body.
Oh yeah, Vic literally pointed out something and I completely forgot to bloody do it afterwards. That's dumb of me, wasn't it?
Said but I actually almost never make 3 Kerbal landers anymore. I usually just do the classic Apollo move and have a 2 crew lander and one just stays in the command module.
You wanted to be in this bloody thing, why are you too scared? Babies! Well, you look quite silly, don't you? Huh? What do you mean we didn't reach suborbital? Stage flight on Kerbin. What?
Said speed dating in space. Said here I do love the aircraft cabin interior.
Okay, it needs more power.
Said what seems to be the issue exactly.
Well, you just weren't happy with how high we went. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've done it again! Yeah, that's
Said oh
ASP.
you didn't go beyond 70 kilometers. Said with that one flight show went high. Said but I guess it exploded, obviously. Said so that one didn't work.
Oh, for some reason they just weren't happy with how high we went. The exact same flipping requirements as last time and they weren't satisfied. Ah. You do one thing you're supposed to, you forget the other thing you're supposed to do.
Said slap some fins on that bad boy, you can afford it, okay, quit being a frugal boy.
Also, why aren't Coxswain Earths in all?
E said, or you know, just use literally on decoupler. E said, oh, that's bad actually, I can see why you're tilting to one side now.
Okay, now this has got to work this time.
E said, Key of Rage, certified Boeing Starliner engineer, I see.
There we go, it's not veering off this time. Famous last words? Or are we fine? Keep it steady!
E said, you probably didn't hear about it. To be honest, neither did I, because I was too busy eating popcorn watching the Dems get sent to jail.
Okay, then we're going to simplify it.
E said, but apparently the Boeing Starliner is still not working, and it's still a piece of shit, allegedly.
This isn't going to work, but I don't care. I want to do something stupid quickly. On purpose. Power! Evidently not enough.
E said, an entire presidential term went by, and the Starliner is still broken.
Isn't that the Boeing Ed spaceship? I feel like we've done this one bloody voyage like 15 times now, dear. Yes, somehow I feel like we've done it already. Oh, when you're right.
E said, yeah, it's the shitty one that they are trying to beat Elon with. said meanwhile one sweaty lithium baron boy is making EVA suits now, and he figured out how to parallel park a flying skyscraper with chopsticks.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have enough bloody fuel this time. Best part is we can use some of the fuel to help slow us down on the descent. Okay, good.
He said quote he made Starship in a cave with a box of scraps. E replied to K, yeah, that's sort of the idea behind his weird business methods. The more scientific sounding term for it is rapid prototyping.
And just like that, a lot of money in my pocket. I think we'll do one more.
E said rather than waste like 20 years trying to make Artemis and then it exploding, he's just kind of focusing on making one part of the rocket work at a time.
There we go.
He said and then when that one part is nailed down he starts working on the next part, and then eventually. He said you end up blowing up like 30 cheap disposable rockets over time, and you end up figuring out everything for the one real rocket.
Smart. I mean, that smart isn't anywhere near the bloody EVs.
He replied to K. Not unintentionally, actually maybe only once, but it was the launch pad, so does that really count? He said it helps that all launches take place to the right, so ideally you're never flying into the VAB.
Oh dear, we're going to land on a mountain. God, I hope this thing doesn't tip over and explode.
He said I think I once managed to blow up the runway by landing on it at Mach 3.2.
Oh, thank goodness for that. We're in the money. We're in the money.
He said I think the fuel tanks at the upgraded launch pad sometimes catch a stray. He said however luckily those don't automatically put the launch pad out of commission if only one of them gets nicked.
We'll just do this one last one and then attempt to get into orbit again. Going to be alert if they demand an even higher.
He said so it's optional whether to repair them or not.
And launch.
He said I think one time I managed to drive a car into mission control or the admin building hard enough to explode as well. He said when I was messing with a big rover.
Really should upgrade the
He said testing it before I sent it to
headline
orbit.
thing. So I actually know how high we're going. That intelligence would be very useful.
He said the random tank by the spaceplane hangar is another one that occasionally catches a random booster sometimes.
And we're going down again.
He said however the big buildings are pretty tough.
There we go. Lovely. You know what, I'm gonna move that bloody graphics tab. I've just... For a moment I thought I managed to unplug my bloody monitor from the computer. That would have been embarrassing. I was going to say, I might as well have my graphics tablet in front of me for when we're just waiting for landings. I'll have Galman back installed on my computer and I can actually start doing that fucking comic I was supposed to start doing like 2 days ago. Which will probably take me a year to make the first fucking
He
page of.
said just speaking of landers, in last year's playthrough I actually didn't use detachable fuel tanks on that one. He said instead I just purposely kept more fuel than I needed on the command module, and I would just make multiple trips between surface and orbit.
What do you mean you
Said so I would land in one place, and then take off and then refuel in orbit, and then land somewhere else.
Oh fuck it, we're just gonna get some more bonds. Okay, so it's only 6. It was me thinking it was going to be enough. No, we need to do multiple. Oh no, we get like 200s. Didn't realise it was only 200. I thought it was 200,000 or 20,000 or 2,000 or something actually acceptable. Fuck!
said I've usually not had huge money problems in Korea. Well, I mean obviously the upgrade's expensive, however I mean I've never been literally soft locked to have needed to buy credits.
It's just I couldn't be asked doing 2 more bloody things. Especially not on camera.
E said 200,000.
Right. It's not aerodynamic enough.
E said then again I also usually do the atmospheric observation missions, which are boring as hell but pay good early on before you have orbital infrastructure.
You didn't realise the wrong thing got launched. Okay, this should work this time. Hopefully. You still not gone to 1 bloody star? I could have sworn you should have gone star 1 by now.
E said yeah, big fins on bottom, tiny fins on top.
It would be nice if by pressing the control twice, he just immediately sets the thruster down to 0.
E said ironically I don't have a Delta VMAX handy, I kind of just go used to planning my missions on vibes. E said I think like X or Z or something. E said I played the game for so long before any of the fancy quality of life shit like the Kerbal Engineer display.
Oh, for fuck's sake, wrong button.
E said, that's the numbers and crack that show up when you mouse over a stage in editor or in flight, and the blue number.
don't think I have enough fuel again. Oh, dang it.
He said I actually didn't even really use the mod gem. I just did a lot of my navigation by hand.
Okay, yeah, we're going to switch it to larger fuel, I think.
He said got used to just estimating landings and burn times by ITBH. He said yeah, that last engine is sort of superfluous. He said with how little fuel it had before.
Liking this one. You? Give me a moment, let me see if I can find the button just to immediately go to that's an amount of fuel. Oh. Okay, no, you can't mess around with the controls here. Good.
He said if you're desperate for one or two more early game techs, you could always just roll a pod around the KSC and grab science. He said from all the various facilities.
Yeah, that is a good point.
He said a min-maxing strategy that I frankly hate but is quite valuable.
Oh goody, my internet's died again. My goody, I mean, for fuck's sake.
said remember you can pop the top altitude bar out in map as well.
I can.
Said 2000 should be plenty hopefully unless you fall back into the atmosphere due to slow acceleration. Said you can bind an action group to the abort stage, its backspace by default also activates it.
Cool.
Said you can make an actual abort system, or what I just do is I bind it to something like for example air brakes.
Yeah, we are going to orbit again. For fuck's sake, how much fucking fuel do I need?
Said or like any weird mechanisms I want to be able to toggle in flight.
Well, actually, we might just about make
said
it.
such as dual engines or like cargo doors.
About made it. However, I don't think we have enough for the... How low are we going to be once? But this is the lowest point. I want to go backward now.
Said here you totally overcooked your orbit, 100 kilometers.
Yeah, I couldn't see where the thing was.
Said probably could have taken a slightly shallower ascent angle.
Okay, let's see just how badly I've overcooked it. Yeah. 10,000. Oh well, start over again! Again, I had no clue how fucking high we were going to be.
Said your periaxis is probably like 80 kilometers or some shit.
Huh?
Said here you could maybe put one extra little half-meter button battery of fuel tank on the last and save for a return.
Okay, give me a moment, I've fucking knocked a cable, I think. Oh, I see. The secondary cables come out. Here's me thinking it was a bloody HDMI. No. Fix this now. No, I want to put it on the fucking third monitor, you twat. There we go. Bloody hell. Right, back to it. Hello, Rocket God. Can you bless my engine, please?
He said I'm probably off for tonight sadly. Anyways, here's a picture of that slightly newer lander I did last July.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this time let's just do a slow burn, I think. No, they haven't been going boom, more so they just haven't been getting as high as they're supposed to. Come on. No. Yeah, we're trying to get into orbit at the moment, but so far I've either A, completely overshot it to the point where I can't get a return, or B, just about not been able to get into orbit to begin with. Where the bloody monitors are supposed to go? What do you think it's that one? Oh shit, wrong way. What is it?
He said anyways I'm off then. Good luck with the orbital docking. I'm guessing you're gonna try to do that before moon. He
Managed to
said
do it
alright
before.
sounds good. We'll check the VOD tomorrow I guess.
How did I manage to do it once and now I can't? It's this fucking thing, it won't hold enough weight. Fuck it, we're going to bloody go back to the vehicle assembly, we're going to upgrade that fucking thing, and I'm going to make a rocket that actually has enough fuel and then some. By which I mean it's going to have one additional booster. Why did I not think to do that to begin with? There we go. This should do it. So much cooler now that it's not just a patch of dirt. About yeah, we veered off it's mainly the wrong way. Oh well, it's good thing we are planning on doing a bloody meeting this time. We're just trying to get into orbit and then return. with more than enough fuel to spare. Right? Oh. That end. There we go. Aim, are you off your head? Oh, I see, because we just about didn't have enough bloody height on this edge. There we go. What do you mean the altitude is that? Okay then, try again! I fuck it up this time, I'm giving up. I know I said I'm supposed to go on the moon landing, but if I can't do this, what choice, what hope do I have? Fucking bloody tails are right there, but because I can't see what the fucking altitude is! Because the fucking upgrade is absurd! Pricing for it at least is. We're going to have to do more around for the tourists, I fear. At least 20 more. This is not going to fall with information. Why did we... I wouldn't give for the camera to just rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise a little bit. There we go. A fuel to recover. Okay. Okay, very good. That is a perfect angle for which to do this. Alas, I angled it the wrong way. Whoops. Going to land in the mountains? Right. Oh no, we are not going to land in the mountains. We might land around there, I'm going to guess, though. What would be smashing at the moment, game? Some wind breaks. Lost a kilometre, it's fine. We haven't lost anything important. Open soon? And victory! I guess I won't be giving Apple the theme just yet. unfortunate. Look at those. Are those just tiny, the tiniest ever patches of snow you have ever seen? Oh no, those are rock. Okay, you know what? You, EVA. Go and grab a sample from this rock here. Assuming that's possible. Oh! We phased through it. Okay! Yeah, I forgot to tell them to bloody reclaim the sodding thing, didn't I? Finally, he's bloody leveled up. Cover that quickly. Ooh, we have enough for a little technology. Let's see what we've got going for us then. Might go for planes, I think. Yeah, this is, I think. Now, who wants to see me try and make a plane? Well, that's literally just free money, isn't it? Going to want to do it for next objective. There we go. Free money! Fucking done it again. Another bit of free money. Okay. Was it this one? Yep. Oh my word, they're at 69 meters. Nice. No. I did 2 ferries. Ferries? VIPs. Oh, I thought next mission was going to be to... And finally, is the resistance. Cone. If I can find the thing, there it is. Fuck! At the fucking passages again! In the UK, maybe you should automatically put the fucking things in, given I fucking opted into a bloody tourist mission. You should probably put the tourists in when I put a cabin! You think about that? No, evidently not. You're a fucking string of code. That everyone only slightly likes better than ASP2. That game. £44. No one likes it. Huh. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot to give it a fucking parachute. What is the microphone picking up? I'm constantly seeing it bloody peak. Hmm? Okay then. I don't know why the fuck it decided to want to fire, but hey! I've only myself to blame for this. Why the fuck does this keep on randomly getting bloody oxygen deprivation? Prime liquid fuel engine. Why is it? That's the second time it's fucking cut out. Okay, then I need to switch out to the other fucking engine! Hmm? Oh my fucking god, I used the wrong fucking fuel tank. Oh, I just fucking slapped my neck and I hurt my neck. Oh. Oh, I got a palm right to the jugular. Ah! great view out of these windows. Dancing? Hmm? Oh, he wanted to orbit. Right. Oh. I hope you have your pockets ready. This is going to be expensive, boys. So then, it's a Johnny who wants to go to orbit. Indeed it is. Time to launch. Yeah, we'll definitely get to good for the amount of height. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get to about 100. Oh yeah, they definitely getting to 100. It'll be a good bit of easy cash, methinks. That's not a bloody meteor impact? I don't know what it is. Moon. The moon. is a console you should not trust me with a 5,000-yard pole. Yeah. Because you know for a fact I'm going to push every single one of these dials and buttons and switches. And that's another successful orbit. Lovely. I think we have 2 more missions before we need to, or before we can justify going to the moon. Just because I need that fucking intelligence. Good, I can upgrade it now, but I'm still going to do a couple more missions just so I have materials. Or money. Got to have money! Oh no, I only needed 100. Fucking stupid. Sorry, we might as well bring another pilot. This. Valentina. Actually, no, we'll go for a pilot. How on earth did I struggle to find that so many times? Okay, that should work. Why are you putting stuff to recover your things? You've got loads of money, and if I lose all of mine, if I waste money by not recovering stuff, I'm going to run out of it quicker than I would prefer to. And wow, those parachutes are making that much difference. love the fact that the fucking parachute is overpowering the thruster. Oh dear, something's going to land, I fear. Anyways, revert. There we go, that should do it. A joy, it's a joy, it's a joy being with you. Launch once again. There we go, bloody rate isn't fucking us over this time. Come on, let's recover. We only need to get to 700,000. 70,000, sorry. This may just actually work. Never mind, no. Whee! Reminds me of Russell from Up when he's bloody helium balloons and the blooming air blower to fly around.
said, "He looks like he's just perpetually done with the world's shit at all times."
I don't want to get Fid to shush about it. I'm just going to get rid of this fucking thing. Okay, and what have you got to say, given we are on 4? Not much. You do an EV. You do an EVA quickly. What have you got to say for yourself? Get back in, and we go. Right, if you don't mind, I'm going to go for another break quickly to go to the toilet, and then I will start building the lunar ship, which will go into the low orbit of the moon, and then we'll hopefully get what we need to make a lander. Right. A new ship. Actually, I wonder if I have any one of these to do. Oh well. I don't know, for some reason I thought we had the tiny couplers. Oh, we have. And just for insurance. nice and really appealing. Totally forgotten which engine was better in lower in orbit. I can't wait for all of the audio in this stream to be copyrighted, because for some fucking reason it's common in the fucking game design thing to copyright the fucking music that is played in your games, when everyone knows that many people are going to fucking stream your fucking game and then you're going to force them to turn the fucking music off! Twats! Absolute twats! Also, speaking of, we're going to switch to some new music now, I think. Okay, we're gonna go for Cult of the Lamb because I can. I'm the one who's fucking streaming, not you. You don't like Cult of the Lamb music? Fuck off! Okay, fingers crossed. How are you gonna get? White! Yeah, let's get a nice wide angle. It'll be a bit more efficient for us to get to the moon and back. Before. Or free. Well. Fuck! Fucking fat fingered the spacebar button, now we need to start again. I smacked myself on the chest as punishment and then I fucking unplugged my headset. Whoops. Goody, I forgot the physics fuck around when you go to at speed. I forgot about that. Twat. Oh, don't tell me it's a... Well... Bollocks. Did it again. If you're wondering why I'm doing it like this, it's just because it's a bit more fuel efficient to slowly go out to the outermost ones. Actually, let it do it itself this time. close enough to the moon for it to count as near it? Not what I wanted, but more research. What is it, game? Is it going to fucking catch me, or...? NASA was looking at this stream at the moment. What the fuck is this joke doing? Oh dear, I'm actually threatening to land on the moon at the moment. That's not what I want to do. What's it look like now? Seems to be less dense here. Fascinating. As there is no matter around to be either hot or cold except the spacecraft and the thermometer herself. I'm going to give the R&D guy something to think about for a while. What, the fact that temperature doesn't exist in a vacuum? It's absolute zero, did you not know that? Well, we've got loads of science now. Hopefully that'll be enough to give us the ability to make some landers. Oh no, what have I done? I should have waited. You tricked me, game! You fucking lied to me. You made it look like it was going to... Oh, fucking yanked my headset out again. Oops. Well, the game just lied to me, and I think with that I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm actually going to call it a day now. We nearly got to the moon, but I'm just fucking hungry now. I should have eaten before we fucking streamed. Alas, no, all I had was a fucking piece of toast with some cranberry, not cranberry jam, blackberry jam on it. So yeah, that's going to be all for me. We will get